What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Sold Out. On today's episode, we have the Anta KT9s in. This is going to be the second Anta sneaker I've had on the channel. The first was the Gordon Hayward 4s. Them are actually a very, very dope sneaker. If you guys aren't familiar with the Gordon Hayward 4s, go check that video out. I do have the box right here. I'm not going to show it in the regular performance review. This is going to be my initial thoughts. I just got these in. I know I'm one of the first people to get these in. If you guys do want to get these, go head over to Famuji Sneakers. I will leave the link below and you guys can get a pair there. They have dope colorways coming. Shout out to those guys. Now jumping into the box, you got some Klay Thompson signatures. Got some, I think it's Nitro 21 foam, something like that. And then here is the box. You guys can kind of see the Golden State Bridge. I think they did a great job on the box. Obviously the box does nothing for you at all. A lot of us don't even keep the boxes. We toss the boxes, but just wanted to let you guys know what the box looked like. Jumping right into it, we're gonna set one sneaker off to the side. Now, I think these are, I put these on just to kind of see what they felt like, kind of feel the cushioning and everything. Like I said, this is my initial review. I just got these in, just threw up a couple reels, TikToks, and YouTube shorts. I feel this is going to be a pretty decent shoe. Make-wise, it is amazing. Get a weight. I'm gonna say this is definitely not heavy, but it's gonna be around 13 and a half. Yeah, I'm thinking this is 13 and a half, 13.8 maybe. 13.5 exactly, so right on the number there. It just has a little bit more weight than like the serious player onlys. You can just feel it by just a little bit, so I figured it would be a little bit heavier, but it's nothing noticeable on foot. It doesn't feel heavy at all. It actually feels light on foot. So my initial thoughts was this sneaker was pretty damn solid. I was shocked. I thought I would be getting a cheaper sneaker. The Gordon Haywards, I have them over there, that's why I'm looking over there, but the Gordon Haywards felt great on foot, and I was shocked by them too. They did have a little cheaper mesh. This, you don't get that vibe. This definitely feels like it's a very sturdy shoe. If you're a high school hooper, you like Anta, you like Klay Thompson, definitely gonna last you all season. But we'll get into some things here in a minute and just kind of break it down for you guys. The heel slip in, comfort, felt pretty good. Wasn't very hard to get on. Wasn't the easiest in the world, but wasn't that hard. You guys can see that padding back there. That felt good right here. Very minimal padding around here, but I don't think you're gonna get any rub. Like I said, I will get a performance review for you guys out ASAP. I'll probably wear these the next 4 or 5 times in the gym and just kind of get an initial feel for it. Down to the tongue felt great. Very minimal padding here and foam padding down here. It is a very breathable tongue. I kind of did the breathability test where you breathe in it, put your hand in it, you could feel it great. So I definitely like the tongue. It is perforated, covered by like a layer of mesh. You guys can kind of see that. I'm sure that's picking that up. Onto the laces felt pretty high quality for the most part. They are rope laces. I do not really care for rope laces. They come untied easy. I'm hoping I don't have that issue with these, but it's a pair of laces. You can go switch out or cop some new ones on the internet. They have tons of designs. You can go to any lace site and get some new laces. So laces ain't a very big deal to me at the end of the day. Now down on the materials. Materials caught me off guard. I thought they were gonna feel a lot cheaper than they did. It actually feels good. The padding that they used under these materials feels very good as well. You're gonna get a lot of life out of this sneaker. There's tons of woven stuff. You guys can see that they actually put some like protective, like you almost see it. It almost looks like some TPU strains are running in and out of the weave, and that's not what you're seeing. It's just kind of layers of TPU that they just kind of dropped over top of the materials. The materials are basically like a woven mesh, pretty thick, but one thing I disliked was they're not very breathable. But if that doesn't bother you at the end of the day, it bothers me. Not everybody's gonna be bothered by the same problems I am. I'm sure some of you guys have issues with sizing. Everybody's got an issue with the shoe. Everybody's foot's different, so at the end of the day, it's just kind of what your preference is. If you want a breathable shoe, this might not be it. The tongue does let some heat out, so once I get running up and down the court in this, we'll see how long this kind of holds the heat in. But for the most part, guys, it felt great on foot. The initial try on, the materials felt good. I like how they kind of put this material right here for a little bit more stability. It's not going to do too much. They probably should have used a little bit more harder plastic, but this does come up just a little bit right over here. And you can definitely tell and feel when you just put it on. Even in my bedroom on my wood floors, it felt like it contained very well. Now down onto the cushioning. Heel impact protection felt great on foot. I was pretty shocked. Now it does say Smart Sam. I forgot what that stands for. I'll do a little bit more like research. Obviously everything in my box was Chinese. There was like no like breakdown of like what does what. So I was sitting there thinking it would be dope if someone could put like what we have in our smartwatches. My smartwatch knows my steps, it knows my heart rate. Obviously in your foot, it probably couldn't tell your heart rate, but if we could get something in a sneaker, I'm really surprised Nike hasn't hit that on the head yet, like putting something that can track your performance in your heel. Like, I know that's coming soon. It might already have been done with another brand. Maybe even Nike did it before I got onto the sneaker scene, but I think it's time that we have something like that. Or at least we have capabilities of slipping that technology in. Like, I can take my watch face off and it's just a square like my Apple Watch and put it in your shoe. Maybe pull up the sole, put it in your shoe with a coverable, something that could cover over top of it. I think that would be crazy wild. And it would definitely help tons of people, tons of hoopers. Maybe even have a temperature reader in there that could tell how hot your foot gets in the sneaker. Something like that, that would be pretty dope. But anyways, the cushioning on this was phenomenal. So you can see they use nitro foam right there. Same stuff they use on the Gordon Hayward. I'm pretty sure it was the N21 that they use. You can see they have a pod of it right here, basically. Now, you really can't feel that much. It's got to be a very, very thin, almost like the insert on the Serious Player Onlys, that very thin boost looking type material. I think that's how thin that is, because you really can't feel it underfoot. But this right back here, the Smart Sam technology they have with the nitro foam, definitely feels phenomenal on foot. I was pretty shocked at heel impact protection. So if you're a guy that's focused on heel impact protection, this is definitely going to be the sneaker for you. You will definitely love it. At the same time, getting response on the front, and it's like not bad impact protection. You can still feel a little softness, but like I said, I'm a small guy. I don't get the most out of foam and air and technology like that, just because I can't compress it. I'm pretty sure that's my issue. So if you guys have that issue and you're a smaller guy, let me know. Now down onto the traction. The traction didn't feel the greatest, and it almost doesn't look the greatest. You guys can kind of see it's translucent, but it's basically the same pattern as that down in the translucent part. You guys can kind of see it's kind of almost like a 360. I'm pretty sure it says something about flow on it, 3D flow. So yeah, they got, which is weird because Curry's got the flow technology. Nothing at all the same, but I think they're just saying it's just 3D made, basically. And for the most part, I don't know how well this is going to do on a dusty setting. Not just because it's translucent. I'm saying the pattern, it's very thin. The lines are very thin. You would not ever want to get this sneaker for outdoors. It does feel very tough, but it's super thin at the same time. Like, the grooves are super thin, so you might just want to stay away from this as far as it goes, like outdoors. Now, if you're on like a tennis court or something, you might get a little bit more use out of the sneakers, say to like a cement floor or something like that, because it's going to get beat up pretty quick on a cement floor. Every sneaker does. I don't care how tough the rubber is. You're not getting through a whole summer of hooping outside and not getting a bunch of bald spots. With bald spots comes danger. You're slipping, you know, you're risking injury. I definitely don't recommend something that thin of tread pattern for an outdoor sneaker. So my initial thoughts, I was surprised. It's a very, very sturdy shoe. It feels great on foot. I'm not really sure who to recommend this to yet. Like I said, if you like heel impact protection, it's definitely going to be your shoe. I just don't know about the traction. Stability, the outrigger, you can kind of see how wide that goes out a little bit right there. I definitely like that. So if you're an ankle sprainer, definitely be a solid sneaker for you. It comes up pretty high. I know a lot of people say high shoes don't help with your ankles or whatnot, but it does give you some sort of relief when you have a high sneaker on and you have ankle issues. My son has ankle issues, and I know you get a little bit more reassurance when that ankle brace in this like work is one. So at the end of the day, guys, I'm not going to recommend this to anybody yet because I want to see it and feel it on floor. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. Stay tuned for the performance review, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Sold Out. Peace.